So first and foremost, they opened the show with the John Cena and Sami Zayn segment. I think that was a fine opener to the show, but I think I got something better. So this is what I do. I have Cena come out like he did. Sammy comes out just as he did, and he introduced the concept that he wants to pay it back to John. He wants to do the open challenge, and they go to the back. The match does not take place right away, and then we transition to another segment. So I would say this is a perfect opportunity to utilize some of the other talent on the show that didn't make an appearance, like the Street Profits, Solo Sikoa, the MFT, Carmelo Hayes, The Miz, whatever, fill in the blank there. I'd say they didn't have I don't think they had a tag match last night. So they could have easily done the Street Profits. Like, to have a further development in their storyline, I would have put the Street Profits versus DIY. And maybe if you want to kind of have them have a little bit of friction there, I guess take a loss, that's fine. I mean, they're not winning any matches anyway, but just to further that storyline, they could take a loss from DIY and have that be an ongoing friction issue. Ultimately, I would have to be a resolution where that draws them together and they become a stronger team, and they wouldn't split. That's my desired preference from that. Now, back to this. So now we're gonna pick back up with Cena and Sammy. So John Cena comes out to the ring as the challenger. The challenger comes out first, and he stood in the ring waiting for his opponent. Sami Zayn's music hits. Brock Lesnar comes out dragging Sami Zayn, kind of like Drew McIntyre did CM Punk. The match never takes place. And Cena is destroyed. He's like, what the fuck? And then John Cena and Brock Lesnar, they get into a brawl. And so this allows John Cena to get some offense and not look as stifled as if he isn't going to have any kind of offense or have any chance, snowball chance in hell against Brock, and makes him look stronger in the process. So you could do the whole thing. I know they love doing pull apart brawls, whatever. I think they're kind of dated and they've done too often, but we really need John to start to look like a credible threat to Brock Lesnar. We cannot have this be the 16 suplexes of Doom and then the F5 from 2016. We cannot have that. So this allows us to open up a plethora of possibilities. First and foremost, this delays the open challenge, so Sammy can get his inevitable rematch with John Cena, that because the match never takes place. They can do that in 2 months' time or whatever the case is, and have Sammy pick up a clean win over John Cena, have John Cena endorse him, and that would elevate Sammy by a large margin. As opposed to this, we have a no contest, and they probably aren't going to run this back. So nobody won, and this was just to make Brock look good. I mean, I guess it was fun because the actual match itself was entertaining. I thought that once it picked up pace, it was a great match. But the non-finish kind of ruined it for me, and especially with it being the first title defense under Sami Zayn's title reign, he needed to get a win immediately, and he did not get that. So this is why I said that you could prolong this, have this his open challenge pick up next week, somebody else accepts it, but he fights John later. Then with Cena and Brock getting physical this time, and Cena having some offense, it looks like Cena would have learned that he needs to take it directly to Brock. You can't just be on the back foot, and you know how Brock likes to fight. And that would allow him to come across as more of a savvy veteran, and it would make him, just like I said, look like a more credible threat, so people would actually care more about the match.
I'll see you at WrestlePalooza, bitch.
I am not watching WrestlePalooza, and that match certainly, it was a deciding factor in it, but I just don't see myself being that interested in it. So that's how I would have handled that, and I think that would open up a lot more doors in terms of future possibilities, instead of just doing like a nostalgia run. That's the exact same thing as what they've done before.